Your assessment of that league?
What? The whole game or the incident?
Do you want to start with the penalty? How do you see that?
Well, it's definitely not a penalty. We know that. You know what I mean? We've seen that on Sky. Sky just showed it to me. I think the Sky reporters would suggest it's not a pen. Refs got sucked in really, and it's actually arguable whether it's even in the box, let alone whether it's just a coming together with the ball spinning away. If that was a 17-year-old left back, I mean, you might think, oh, he's a bit eager, but Rose, a 32-year-old experienced player, ball spinning away in the channel. Nobody's in possession of the ball, and it's a simple coming together from both parties. Actually, how do I pronounce his name? Natui. Newhu. Okay, Newhu. Is halfway down before there's any contact at all.
You spoke to the referee about it? I think I saw something.
Yeah, spoke to the referee. Yeah, went in there, he invited me in, but listen, that will stay private.
And the rest of the game, City maybe second half, maybe Wednesday had the better chances.
Yeah, I think. I thought. Do you know what? I thought we defended well, and that's what's frustrating. You know, they're a good side, they're in good form. You come here, we picked a defensive set-up, if you like, and individuals. We'd worked very, very hard during the week on our defensive shape, and generally that was good. And we were disciplined. We didn't show enough quality. I don't think there's any hiding that compared to what we're used to seeing, particularly in midfield and maybe in forward areas. And we had a couple of chances ourselves to nick a goal. Callum in the first 30 seconds, I thought. Jack's one, maybe far post. We got in some good areas where Callum didn't pick somebody out. Brownie took a heavy touch, and I think when you play a side like Sheffield Wednesday, you got to do the basics extremely well. And I thought we did those bits well without having that bit of touch of class about us today.
A string of top saves from Dan Bentley as well. Do you know what he got his yellow card for specifically?
I think touching the net. It's quite interesting. He's touching the net. He gets booked for that, and yet Sheffield Wednesday can work their gamesmanship, which is the right thing to do, and kick the ball away every time we get a free kick, and it doesn't matter. You should get a yellow card for that.
Just finally from myself, can I just ask you how you see Bristol City at the moment? I think that's the halfway stage of the league. Obviously 3 defeats in a row now, but 8th in the league, and how do you see where your team is?
Well, I think that's what's disappointing about today. You know, you come away with a point. It's a third party effectively got them the point. You know what I mean? And that's what's disappointing, because you get that point today, it's something to build on, and we should have got it. And I didn't think it was our fault, if you like, that we didn't. So, where are we? We are where we are in terms of division. The boys are doing well. Yes, we've had a dip, but we've got to look at it for the long game. And the long game is a season. We get to January, we reassess. We've lost some key players. At times we haven't had key players, and that's coincided with a run of 3 losses, 2 wins before that, you know. And I believe in the side, I believe in the lads. I do believe we need to add 1 or 2 bits of quality. I want to reduce the squad numbers, because I think that can lead to a bit of anxiety within players in terms of, am I going to be involved, am I not? So we'll reduce those that quantity. We'll add hopefully a bit of quality, and I think we'll kick on again in the next set of games.
You mentioned the long game, Lee. You've obviously got a lot of experience in and around the playoffs. It's incredibly tight at the minute, like 6 points, 12 teams or something. So
yeah.
Do you think it'll be like that all the way? Do you see it?
Yeah, I think it will, because I think there's such fine margins. You saw today, like, yes, Sheffield Wednesday had territory, but there's fine margins that result in us, do you know what I mean, missing a chance, a great goalkeeping save, a poor refereeing decision, however you want to look at it. So I think that it's going to be like that, sort of neck and neck, if you like, almost like a donkey derby, all the way through to the end of the season. And obviously the top 2 are up there at the moment with a good sort of balance sheet in terms of credit, you know, with the points they've got in hand. But at the same time, there's some good sides in that chasing pack, and everybody plays each other. Somebody's going to come out the pack and go on a big run, and we've got to put ourselves in the position that it's us by the process. And that's what I'm talking about, playing the long game. That process becomes really important, and that's what's disappointing today, because the process, we absolutely nailed it. We got it right this week, and like I say, we've been done a little bit by a third party.
You know, like you said about the players that obviously you wanted to get rid of.
It's not get rid of, it's continue their development path. You've got to remember, we've got a lot of young players in the squad. We brought a lot of players in from lower levels. We've got a lot of players that have come through the youth. It's about trimming, and it's about giving them the opportunity to play regular football.
And you know, like you said, so the players coming in, so like Tommy, how do you think he's started the season?
I think Tommy Rowe's done really well. Tommy Rowe...
He was doing well at Doncaster as well last year.
Yeah, he was doing well at Doncaster. I think Tommy Rowe is a model professional.
Yeah.
I think that he came in knowing the script in terms of that he was going to compete with Jada Silva. Unfortunately, we didn't have Jada Silva right from the start because of a stress fracture to his shin. And I think Tommy Rowe's been exemplary in his attitudes and his performances. And actually, probably one of the bargains of the season, considering it was a free transfer.
He's quite versatile, isn't he? You know, he's
Exactly.
left back, left mid.
Yeah, and he's a very good person as well.
Right, thanks.
New he's not someone that not the sort of player you come across every week, is he? I mean, gave you quite a few problems today. What's he like coming up against?
Well, I thought the referee gave us the problems, to be honest. I thought there was loads of fouls. I mean, obviously, depending on how you look at it, whether you've got blue and white glasses on or red and white glasses on, do you know what I mean? You'll probably come up with a different thought process. But I felt there's 3 or 4 occasions where Callas has won a clean header and then he's been absolutely wiped out or pinned after the event or even ducked under it, which is dangerous because there's an opportunity for the defender to go over him and almost like break his neck. So he did, because they're direct, they get it into him and then they build from that platform, if you like, of the 2 centre forwards. But at the same time, we work the ball out probably better than most teams against Sheffield Wednesday because he's playing. It's like tit for tat. He hasn't got the mobility, but he has got obviously the physical frame to cause you problems.
What did you make of Sheffield Wednesday? So when you talk about teams that could get
Yeah,
out?
I think they're a good side. They're a good side, good manager. Obviously, it'd be interesting to see what happens in the long term with all this EFL stuff. Not something I want to get involved in because I'm only based on performance, but I think that what they've got is they tick all the championship boxes. You know, they've got good experience, they've got good height, they've got goal scoring history record, they've got backup and depth to the squad, so a good manager. So I think that there'll be somebody that's very competitive moving forward.
And Munn looks like he's trying to build something. You know all about being given time to build something. How important is that for a manager?
I think time's always important. Yeah, absolutely. And we don't get much of it, if you like, as a management team. But obviously, I've been here for nearly 4 years now, coming into February, and I think that's given us the position to be able to build, develop, trade everything that we've needed to do to get to the point where we are today, which is clearly 8th in the division, halfway mark.
Thank you very much.